Hey Sloabies, welcome back to another DIY Wednesday, and since we are hitting August, it means it's back to school month. So this whole month is going to be DIYs based on back to school. So today I am going to show you guys how to make this awesome pencil pouch out of tablecloth lining. You can actually use clear vinyl if you can get a hold of it, and if you can't, you can just use a table cover, which you can find anywhere really, or even plastic shower curtains. I came up with this because I carry a giant tote bag. The only problem is that it doesn't have any compartments, and so my pins and my little stickers and stuff, because I use stickers for my planners, just falls all over the place and it's hard to really look for them. So I wanted a cute little pouch that I can place inside of my bag, and I think it goes so well together. It's stylish, it's chic, and honestly, if I wanted to, I can just carry it as a clutch if I really wanted to. But before I start on the DIY, I do want to remind you guys that I did do a DIY on a giant calendar a couple of weeks ago. If you're a teacher, maybe you can use this for your classrooms. If you're a student and you want to be more organized, you can use that as well in your dorm room or in your apartment or your workspace. And last week, I got to be a host for Houston 6 Showcase over at Collaboration, and it was so much fun. I was really nervous about being a host, but I think I kind of did a pretty good job. I stalled a lot, which I think is kind of the job of a host. So here's a quick clip of that right here.
You're gonna win this. Yep, you're automatically 15%. Yep, off of avocado, just because you're there. For a minute, you looked a little bored, so I'm trying to entice you here. Okay.
So yeah, that is my first time hosting something, so it was really fun and it was a huge honor. So thank you so much, Collaboration Houston, for letting me be a part of it. But without further ado, I am going to show you guys how to make this awesome clear pencil pouch. So let's go ahead and grab our stuff and let's get started. Okie doke, so I have some clear plastic vinyl here, but you can use table liner or even a shower curtain if you can't find one. Alright, so you're going to cut out the plastic vinyl to the dimensions that you want for your pencil pouch. I actually have a PDF down below explaining the dimensions of my pencil pouch, along with some patterns that you can print out to make this whole thing easier. So for this, you're going to need a separating zipper. So right in the middle of the plastic vinyl, you're going to place the separating zipper right on top. But to make this whole process easier, you're going to need some double-sided hem tape. I only have the 3/4 inch one, but if you guys can find the 1/4 inch ones, that would be fantasticals. So go ahead and apply the tape to one side of your zipper. When it comes to sewing, when you do one thing to one side, you probably most likely have to do to the other. So go ahead and apply the tape to the other side and then peel off the backing of the hem tape. Okie dokes, now just pop that bad boy onto the plastic vinyl and press down firmly. While I'm at it, I'm just going to go ahead and trim off some of the extra bits of the zipper here. You actually don't have to. I just wanted to because I felt like it. Simple enough, and now you're just going to sew a box all the way around the zipper. And I know sewing leather and vinyl is a total biatch, so I'm going to show you guys a quick tip on how to do that. So this awesome secret trick is to use tissue paper while you're sewing plastic or vinyl. I'm just using the tissue paper that you can find in the gift wrapping section. If you can get it at the dollar store, that's even better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a piece and I'm going to place it right underneath the plastic vinyl. The stinky part about sewing plastic or leather in general is that you cannot pin it down because it will leave holes. So I'm just going to use these paper clips to just clip the tissue paper to the plastic vinyl. So the tissue paper helps the plastic from sticking onto the sewing machine while you're sewing, and this way you can push the plastic vinyl through a lot easier. So this is what it's going to look like, and then you can go ahead and remove the clamps and tear the tissue paper away from your vinyl. Okay, go ahead and test out your zipper by opening and closing it a couple of times, and yeah, that's pretty awesome. So what you're going to do next is, where there's a vinyl right there, just take an X-Acto knife and cut open a slit. And using a pair of scissors and just trimming off all of the excess vinyl that is right in between the zipper part right there. Alright, sweet and sour sauce. Here's the opening to your pencil pouch. Moving on to the outer pocket, you are going to need a square and then this triangle part. You can print it out from the link down below if you want to. Next, you're going to need some snaps, and this is just like a kit that you can buy from any craft store. Taking the flap part from the pocket, I'm going to go ahead and cut out a small slit. I also made a marking on the pattern in the link down below so you know exactly where to cut the slit. So I'm just going to follow the direction on my snap kit. So I take the capped post and I push it through from the right side of the leather. Then I place it on top of the little base that came with the kit. I place the socket right on top and then I hammer it down. Okay, now moving on to the square part of the envelope. Same dealio, you are going to cut out a little slit on the marking. On the wrong side, push through the bottom eyelet. Place the socket right on top. Place the base at the bottom of the eyelet. And then you can go ahead and just hammer it down. Okay, so now you're going to take the flappy part and you're going to attach it to the square part. Awesome sauce. Now we're going to do the same thing as we did to the zipper. I'm going to place some double-sided hem tape to the whole thing. And then I place it right below the zipper. I also marked it on the pattern so you know exactly where to place it. And then you just sew all the way around the envelope as closely as you can to the edge. You're going to use the same technique as you did when you were sewing the zipper. The only difference is that you're going to sandwich the whole thing in between two pieces of tissue paper just because the leather can be quite sticky as well. Once you're done sewing all the way around, you can go ahead and tear the tissue paper away from the vinyl and the leather. Okay, with the zipper and the envelope facing downwards, you're going to take the whole thing and fold it in half. Okay, now flip it over to the other side and this is what you'll have. And now all you gotta do is sew up the 3 raw edges. I also used the tissue paper sandwich method for this. Again, you don't want it to be sticking to your sewing machine. And now I'm just gonna tear off the tissue paper. Technically, you would be totally done, but I wanted to add an extra decorative element to this. So for this, I am going to use some black embroidery floss. And then I thread a curved needle with this floss. You can use a regular straight needle as well, but a curved needle is so much easier for this. So after I puncture a hole through my first mark, I am going to just wrap the floss around the edge of the pouch and then I puncture another hole from the back to the front. Once I pull through, I go ahead and I wrap the floss around the edge of the pouch again, and then I puncture another hole from the back to the front. And I do this at every half-inch mark, and it will create a really cute zigzag trim at the edge of your pouch. But like I said earlier, this is totally optional because this part can be a little bit tricky and tedious, but for me, I like doing tedious things because it's quite therapeutic. And once you're done, you can go ahead and just unzip the top and shove whatever you want into your new little pencil pouch. So what do you guys think of the DIY? Isn't it awesome? I think it's so cute and it's edgy and it's trendy and it's cool and it doesn't look like your basic pencil pouch. I wanted something that would match with my bags, and I'm one of those people where like if anything that I make doesn't match with stuff that I already have, the chances of me using it is very, very slim. So I always try to find materials and things that would be practical and usable that I would actually have in my daily life. Otherwise, I will not DIY it. I don't believe in making crap that I can't use because what is the point in spending all that time? But yes, if you guys like this DIY, be sure to like the video down below, share it with everyone that you know, and of course, send me extra fairy dust by subscribing to my channel. That's how I am motivated to keep uploading and sharing with you guys awesome DIYs. Also, one last thing, if you are gonna try out this DIY, don't hesitate to send a photo with the hashtag SLOABN to any one of my socials because I like to see you guys taking my videos, being inspired by it, and then running with the idea because that just really, truly brings me joy. For now, you guys, thank you so much for watching my video, and y'all know what to do at the end of my videos. Remember to rock on, Sloabies. Bye. Oh, I forgot the, oops. Well, apparently I don't know what to do at the end of my videos, but you guys know. So thank you guys for watching this video. Remember to always rock on, Sloabies. Bye. By adding this little extra touch, it really defines who I am and how I like to style my clothing. So today we are going to be taking this dress and we are going to turn it into this outfit. I love little two pieces, except sometimes they can be really expensive because you're buying the top for like 20 and the bottom for another 20, so it's like 40 bucks. I only spent $2.25 and I had everything that I needed. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our scissors and let's get